Welcome to Corvette Today, the podcast that talks about everything Corvette, with your host Steve Garrett, MC and DJ at one of the largest Corvette weekends in the country, Corvette Fun Fest, president of the Corvette Club of Kansas City, Missouri, and radio disc jockey at the #1 radio station in Kansas City for over 40 years. Here's Steve Garrett.
Thanks for listening to Corvette Today, the podcast that talks about everything Corvette. Brought to you by Wheelcraft. Want to dress up your Corvette with bright chrome or black chrome wheels? Visit wheelcraft.com to learn about their advanced PVD chrome finishing. They can refinish your wheels or offer a wheel exchange for most models, and it comes with a 5-year warranty. Visit wheelcraft.com today or call 833-840-5334. I'm your host, Steve Garrett. I appreciate you tuning in. You can listen to Corvette Today on all podcast platforms. You can also listen on your smart device. Just say, Alexa or Hey Google, play the podcast called Corvette Today, and you're connected. Also, visit the Corvette Today website. It's CorvetteTodayPodcast.com. And while you're there, make sure you visit the Corvette Today merchandise store. You can also sign up for Corvette Today emails, notifications, and updates at corvettetoday.ck.page. And don't forget, join the Corvette Today Facebook group. We have over 3,800 members, and I'd love to have you as a member as well. And don't forget about the YouTube channel now for Corvette Today. See all your favorite Corvette Today podcasts now on YouTube. First, I'd like to thank our flagship sponsors of Corvette Today, Aerolarri Wheels, a true forged wheel with over 20 unique design styles to choose from for your C8 and wide-body versions of the C7, C6, and C5 Corvette. It's an awesome value starting at only $23.88 for a set of 4 fully forged wheels. And now use the new promo code CT111, that's CT111, and get $100 off your purchase. Visit aerolarri.com, that's AEROLARRI.com, with the new promo code CT111 for your $100 discount. Also, midenginecorvetteforum.com, the forum that focuses on the new mid-engine C8 Corvette. Meet a lot of fellow Corvette enthusiasts like yourself at midenginecorvetteforum.com. Also, a shout out to CanadianCorvetteForum.com, welcoming Corvette owners from around the world. My guest on Corvette Today is a return guest from show number 7, which was June of 2020. He started working at the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky in July of 1998 as a museum delivery host. In October 2008, he was the first person to work as the insurance arm within the National Corvette Museum for Corvettes and other collector cars. They started this agency from scratch, and they built it into what it is today. Today, he's executive director. I'd like to welcome back to the show Adam Boca. Adam, welcome back to Corvette Today.
Steve, thank you so much. It is great to be here, and hard to believe you're, 120 episodes in?
You are episode number 120, my friend. Absolutely right.
That is amazing. It's been fun to see your journey and see what you're doing for the hobby.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But this is about you and the NCM Insurance, buddy. You've got a new job title. Give us the details about your new title and promotion.
Well, thank you. I'm very fortunate and blessed. I love what I do. I love who I work with. I love who we serve. I started off, as you mentioned, as an insurance agent, and we literally started from 0 policies. And the idea was, it wasn't mine, so I can't take credit for it. It was Wendell Strode, our former executive director. I was in the position to where I needed to have a big boy job. I had a brand new family. It was time that I look at a career that was going to hopefully provide a good living for my family. And this was just the perfect transition. And as you mentioned, we went from no policies to where we are today, insuring thousands upon thousands of vehicles, close to $1 billion worth of vehicles all over the United States. It's an honor, and it's a passion of mine to make sure that our customers are protected.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, talk about your new title as well.
Yeah, so back, I would say March, April timeframe, we have a new reporting structure. The Museum Motorsports Park, or the NCM Motorsports Park, and NCM Insurance now report to a holding company to keep the 2 organizations, the Museum Foundation and the liabilities, the Motorsports Park and the insurance, separate. So that way it protects the museum from any potential lawsuits that could arise. Because we were on the for-profit side, we didn't want to hurt or jeopardize the museum's nonprofit status. So we have this holding company that I report to. Mid to late last year, I was given a promotion to be executive director. And it is beyond humbling to have that title. I've pretty much have the same job. I just report to a different reporting structure, have our own board that we report to. I'm still on the phones every single day with our customers.
That's amazing. Buddy, first of all, congratulations. It's well-deserved. It's well-earned. But you've also added staff, too. Talk about who you've added with the staff.
I have an amazing team. Sharon has been with us the longest within our department. She is an agent and one of our underwriters, Sharon Smith. She actually has a 65 Corvette, a C6 Corvette. I think it's 2007 Corvette convertible. Sam would be next on board. Sam is another agent and underwriter for us. Sam doesn't have any collector vehicles yet. He's definitely in the market, though. He likes the older SUVs. And then we have Jenny in our office, Jenny Ashley. She is also an agent and an underwriter. She comes from kind of a Ford background, so she gets the Ford Mustang talk, and she could talk to her customers about their Coyote motor or doing a tune or pulley swap on their supercharged car. She gets that language. She understands it.
Nice.
We have Joe Petty. He transitioned from an internal position at the museum to an agent with us in our agency, and that happened December of 21. And he's been a great addition to our team. Not a collector vehicle owner yet. His dad has a 69 Ford F100 that he hopes to acquire and restore one day. And then our latest addition to our team is Lori. Lori joined us December 2021. She comes from the drag race world. Her husband has a 69 Camaro that he drag races. In fact, this weekend, he's in Ohio competing. Hopefully, he'll bring home a big win for the Carta family. And she's one of our customer service reps.
Very nice. So you got a great staff and a big staff then, too.
We do. We're very fortunate, and we're hopefully going to be adding to that staff over the next several months. We really need it to be able to manage the high level of customer service that our customers expect.
That's wonderful. NCM Insurance isn't just for Corvettes. You insure all types of collector cars, muscle cars, exotics. Talk a little bit more about that in detail.
Sure. A great question. And that's one of the biggest misconceptions that we face is because we are National Corvette Museum, people think that we only insure Corvettes. While that would be cool and all, there's still a ton of other potential automobiles that fit our program. So we insure anything from that $3,500 Miata to BMW M3s, to Porsche 911s, all the way up to a Koenigsegg that we insure for a customer.
Wow.
$3.2 million, absolutely amazing. We insure a fairly good percentage of C8 production. It's just been an amazing ride to see what drives people, what they're passionate about. And that's a really interesting part of our job, just understanding what that customer enjoys.
That's amazing. Going from nothing all the way up to insuring a $3.2 million Koenigsegg. That's incredible.
Absolutely. It is incredible.
I think a common question too, Adam, is what insurance carrier do you use? Talk about them and their reputation.
Sure. So we have several carriers for various products that we offer. On the collector vehicle side, we have two. Our main carrier is American Modern Insurance Group. They're out of Cincinnati, Ohio. A+ rated, very financially stable. They're actually owned by one of the largest reinsurance companies in the world. And we get a lot of questions. A lot of people think that we are the carrier. We are not. We are an insurance agency. And we're a very high volume insurance agency for our carrier. In fact, we are the number one agency for our carrier. We write more business than anybody else.
Wow.
And we're very proud of that. The claims side of it is amazing. If customers ever have problems, they know that they're being taken care of. And that's why we selected American Modern.
Very cool. Now, what are some of the other carriers that you use?
We also use Hagerty. Hagerty is a huge name in the industry. They offer a car club liability program, which we offer. We do directors and officers insurance for those car clubs. We could sell Hagerty's collector vehicle program. If there are any listeners that have Hagerty currently, we can always do a broker of record change, just a little hint, that would allow us to take over that policy for them and to be their voice in the event that they need a claim.
Very cool. Well, buddy, let's take our first break. And when we come back, we're going to talk more about the nuts and bolts of the policies that you can write. We've got Adam Boca, the Executive Director of the National Corvette Museum Insurance, here on Corvette Today.
The Radiator Grill Store offers protection for your C8's front radiators and side intakes. They also carry front strut tower covers to prevent rusting and pooling water, all with do-it-yourself installation. Get 10% off your total purchase with promo code CT10. See the full line of products at radiatorgrillstore.com.
When you want to buy a Corvette, or any Chevrolet for that matter, get yours from Hendrick Chevrolet Shawnee Mission, located in Kansas City. Hendrick Chevrolet is the largest Corvette dealership and showroom in the Midwest. With a knowledgeable sales staff and Corvette sales specialists on hand, they'll help you build the Corvette of your dreams, and they ship nationwide. With Corvette certified master mechanics on site and a huge parts department with over 24,000 parts and $2 million in inventory, Hendrick Chevrolet is well equipped to take care of your every need. From sales to service to collision repair, Hendrick Chevrolet has you covered. Visit ChevyUSA.com or call 913-384-1550.
We all know that wheels make the car. Wheelcraft will help you take your Corvette to new levels. Wheelcraft offers the world's best PVD chrome finish available on the market. Available in bright chrome and black chrome. Wheelcraft nails it in both appearance and durability. And it comes with a 5-year warranty against brake dust burns, pitting, peeling, and color delamination. Wheelcraft is also ISO certified. Whether you're having your wheels refinished or an exchange transaction, there is no core fee, no deposit, and you don't pay for the finished wheels until they are installed on your car. Wheelcraft insists on complete satisfaction before you pay. Hear from one of our customers.
I picked up a brochure at the National Corvette Museum and we took delivery of our new C8. I called Wheelcraft and in 15 minutes I ordered the new bright ice chrome wheels. Wheelcraft's follow-up and follow-through is superb. The wheels arrived on Sunday, installed on Monday, and cores were returned same day. The wheels are the highest quality I've ever seen and they look awesome. Great prices, great customer service from initial contact to installation.
Thanks, Dennis from Nashville. In many cases, Wheelcraft offers finished wheels on exchange or will apply this new finish to your wheels. Either way, Wheelcraft treats your wheels as their own. Visit our website at wheelcraft.com or call us at 833-840-5334. A ride in style with Wheelcraft.
Mid-American Motorworks has been the industry leader and aftermarket supplier and manufacturer of Corvette replacement parts and accessories since 1974. We have what you need for all years and generations of Corvette. Whether you need a door panel or a seat cover for your C1 Corvette, or the latest shirt, jacket, hat, or lifestyle accessory to complement your new C8, you can get it at Mid-American Motorworks. So if you're restoring, repairing, replacing, or simply researching your Corvette, Mid-American Motorworks is the place to go. Visit our website at mamotorworks.com and shop Corvettes by generation or specific year. Or call us Monday through Saturday, toll-free at 800-500-1500 and talk to one of our Corvette experts to help you get the right part or accessory. Pursue your passion with Mid-America Motorworks.
And now, back to Corvette Today with your host and my husband, Steve Garrett.
Hey, thanks for listening and watching Corvette Today, the show that talks about everything Corvette. Brought to you by Wheelcraft. Want to dress up your Corvette with bright chrome or black chrome wheels? Visit wheelcraft.com to learn about their advanced PVD chrome finishing. They can refinish your wheels or offer a wheel exchange for most models, and it comes with a 5-year warranty. Visit wheelcraft.com or call them at 833-840-5334. I'm your host, Steve Garrett. With me today is Executive Director of the National Corvette Museum's Insurance Division, Adam Boca. In the second segment, we're going to talk a little bit more about the nuts and bolts of the policies that they can offer at the NCM Insurance. Adam, explain more specifically what agreed value coverage is and why it's so important to us and important to you as an insurance purchaser.
Absolutely. It's a great question that we often are having to explain to a lot of customers. So this is a perfect platform to explain it to many. With agreed value protection, we lock in the value of that car. That is what the customer is going to get, period. No depreciation, no change. If we agree upon $50,000, that is what they are going to get paid if they ever have a total loss. And when I say ever, I literally mean ever, Steve. It could be 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road. It is a guarantee. It's our handshake. So that's the value they're going to receive.
You know, when we did podcast number 7, I was with State Farm Insurance for my Corvette. And when you talked about that way back in June of 2020, I was so impressed with that I switched immediately from State Farm over to you guys with my insurance for the Corvette.
You came running. We had to slow down a little bit. But that was fun to get that policy written, Steve.
That was fun. Also, let's talk about the difference because there's agreed value coverage and then stated value coverage. And there's a big difference, isn't there?
Very much so. There's actually, in the insurance world, there are 3 terms that are used: actual cash value, stated value, and agreed value. I'll start with actual cash value. Actual cash value says the insurance company is going to pay book value at the time of loss. So you have zero idea what you're going to get if you total that vehicle. Stated value, which you typically find with some of the big box companies that you see on TV a lot. They offer mostly stated value policies on collector vehicles. And that says that the insurance company, if you state that the value is $50,000, 2 years down the road, you drive it 10,000 miles, they're going to say, okay, well, here's our mileage factor that we're going to put into the equation. We're actually going to give you $42,000. So even though you're paying on a value, it doesn't mean you're going to get that value in the event of a total loss. With us, it's that promise. Again, it's a handshake, and that's important to us. We guarantee that the value that we agree upon is the value that you will get in the event of a total loss.
Amazing. Now, agreed value insurance is for new Corvettes as well, isn't it?
Very much so. Again, another misconception in our industry is that we aren't collector vehicle insurance, but we are classic car insurance. A lot of people think that it has to be 25 years or older in order to be insured with us. Absolutely not the case. It could be that brand new Z06 that's about to come down the assembly line, or that new C8 hardtop convertible that just came off that you're taking delivery of. It could be a brand new collector vehicle, whether it's a Corvette, a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, or a Porsche, or any other collector vehicle.
I was going to say, that is not just for Corvettes, it's for exotics, muscle cars, collector cars, everything, isn't it?
That's exactly right. We get calls every single day. I like to think of us as Mythbusters, where we have to squash those misconceptions and share the light.
There you go. And there's a discount if you have multiple cars insured with the National Corvette Museum Insurance. Isn't that correct?
That's exactly right. So with our program, you pay the liability on the policy level, whereas standard auto insurance, you pay it on every single car. With our policy, again, you pay it at policy level. Every car is covered underneath that. I'll give you an example. I have a 69 Corvette. It's actually my wife's Corvette. It's Monza Red, 4-speed, awesome car. Her dad gave it to her. I also just recently purchased, and I know we're going to talk a little bit more about it later, a 72 Suburban from a good friend of mine out in Idaho. When I added the Suburban to our policy, my policy went up $84, and I was only paying the comprehensive and collision with a $30,000 agreed value on that 72 Suburban.
Wow, that's amazing.
It really is.
Now, besides agreed value coverage, you offer options like mileage, lower pricing spare part coverage, 9-to-5 endorsements, trip interruption coverage too. Talk about that, because there's a lot of different things that you can offer that are extras on these policies. Isn't that correct?
Very much so. So we have 3 different mileage tiers, 1,000, 3,000, or 6,000 miles or less. Any unused miles roll over year to year. So if you buy the 3,000 mile tier and you drive it 2,000 miles 1 year, that means the next year you can drive it 4,000 miles. So again, any unused miles accumulate. The lower the mileage tier, the lower the cost is going to be to the customer. So pick the mileage tier that's truly going to work for you, and don't just go for the 6,000 mile tier, even though you may drive it 1,000 miles or less. As you mentioned, we have the 9-to-5 endorsement. This is one of the very few policies in the collector vehicle world that offers that. This is in the policy language. It states that you can drive the car to work up to 2 times per week with that 9-to-5 endorsement. Many other collector vehicle policies don't allow for that occasional commuter to work option, but we do.
Also, don't forget about spare parts coverage and trip interruption coverage.
So with spare parts coverage, it's a really neat part of our policy. If you have an extra set of wheels and tires in the garage, or if you're restoring that 63 Corvette and you have the motor separated from the chassis, you have additional parts or NOS parts in boxes, something happens to that garage, we are going to help replace those parts with our spare parts coverage. We have up to $2,000 worth of spare parts coverage just built into the policy at no additional charge. If you have $100,000 worth of spare parts, we can increase that value. And obviously, you'll pay a little bit of a premium for that additional spare parts coverage. One really great perk or benefit to our program is that trip interruption coverage. It's $150 per day, up to $600 per occurrence. And what that gives our customer is the peace of mind that when they are away from home, and I think it says 90 miles or more from home, and you have a breakdown, we're going to help reimburse any unexpected expenses for hotels or rental cars. And we want to make sure that your car is safe and that you are safe as well.
Very nice. I think we've illustrated really there's so much depth and so many options to what you guys offer for Corvettes, collector cars, exotics, muscle cars, and things like that.
That's exactly right. And the premiums don't reflect the coverage. The coverage is amazing, but the premiums are even more amazing, as inexpensive as they can be. So you're not skimping on price and getting a lower quality type coverage. You're getting a high quality insurance policy.
Buddy, that's exactly why I switched over to NCM Insurance, that's for sure.
Awesome.
Hey, let's take our final break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the future of NCM Insurance. We have the Executive Director of NCM Insurance with us, Adam Boca, here on Corvette Today.
Check out the first Corvette-only auction website at 427stingray.com/Corvette today. You can sign up to bid and comment on more than 40 Corvettes every week. That's 427stingray.com/Corvette today. Join the community.
American Hydrocarbon is your one-stop shop for custom interior, exterior, and engine bay items for your C4 through C8 Corvette. We can help you create a custom look for your Corvette with carbon fiber or 10 different color patterns and styles. Whether it's a custom-made engine cover for your new C8 mid-engine Corvette or custom-made C4 interior upgrades, American Hydrocarbon can help you transform your Corvette into a best-in-class show car. And now we're proud to announce that we can produce and distribute officially licensed GM products for the C8 Corvette. That includes the front splitter, side skirts, engine appearance panels, and engine fluid caps. Plus, we now also carry the C8 Speedline side skirts along with the engine appearance package and high wing. Our products have been featured in Vette and Corvette magazines. Give us a call, 813-476-5638. Visit our updated website at AmericanHydrocarbon.com or email us at pat@AmericanHydrocarbon.com. Let us help you make your Corvette the car you've always wanted it to be. American Hydrocarbon.
Yogi Berra once said, if you don't know where you're going, you'll probably end up there. At True Wealth & Company, we take that to heart. See, at True Wealth & Company, we believe your retirement lifestyle travels through two doors. Door number one, the blue door, gives you more options, financial freedom. Your money outlives you. Every happiness you wish for in life is through the blue door. Door number two, the red door, is where you outlive your money. You rely on family, friends, or even the state to take care of you. At True Wealth & Company, we're not just financial planners. The best way to walk through the blue door is to have a written plan. Make a work optional lifestyle a reality with our proprietary True Life Map formula. Look towards your future with anticipation, not apprehension. Having a rock-solid fiduciary partner like True Wealth & Company is essential to effective financial planning. There's no winging it. There's nothing left to chance. Look, we don't want you to become another Yogi Berra-ism. Give us a call today at 913-653-TRUE. Visit us online at retirewithtrue.com. Start your financial independence and work optional lifestyle today.
913-653-8783. Visit us online at retirewithtrue.com. Investment advice offered through True Wealth & Company, LLC, a registered investment advisor in the state of Kansas.
Are you ready for a better insurance policy without the Corvette tax? With agreed value protection, the value of your collector vehicle will never change. Plus, you'll save money. Get a quick quote at ncminsurance.com.
VetteFinders.com is the Internet's original Corvette classified ads website, with classified ads starting at just $25. And every ad runs until your Corvette is sold. If you're in the market for a Corvette, VetteFinders.com has over 500 Corvettes for sale from all around the USA and Canada and covering all 8 generations. Visit VetteFinders.com, the Internet's destination for buying and selling Corvettes. That's VETTE Finders.com.
This is the Corvette Today podcast with Steve Garrett.
Hey, thanks again for listening and watching Corvette Today, the show that talks about everything Corvette. Brought to you by Wheelcraft. Want to dress up your Corvette with bright chrome or black chrome wheels? Visit wheelcraft.com and learn about their advanced PVD chrome finishing. They can refinish your wheels or offer a wheel exchange for most models, and it comes with a 5-year warranty. Visit wheelcraft.com today or call them at 833-840-5334. I'm your host, Steve Garrett. With me today is Adam Boca, the Executive Director of the National Corvette Museum's Insurance Division. In this third and final segment, we're going to talk about the future of insurance with the National Corvette Museum. Adam, many people take out their policy language that takes or excludes coverage for motor racing, and this is big with Corvette people. The HPDE, which is High Performance Driver's Education. But you guys offer this insurance. Explain how someone can get this as a separate on-track policy.
It's a great question. A lot of people don't realize that when they do go out for that HPDE, whether it's here at the Corvette Museum or the NCM Motorsports Park or at Mid-Ohio or Sebring, their coverage does not extend to any racing surface. We saw the need, and because we have a racetrack, we felt like we had to offer that coverage. So we did a little digging, and we had one company for a short period of time that offered HPD coverage, but we have settled on 2 providers for individual track day, which is physical damage type policy for your car. You could purchase a single HPDE event coverage at the value of what your car is worth, and that's what you'll get paid if you have an incident on the racetrack. I'll just give you an example. If it's a $40,000 car here in Bowling Green rates with taxes, Kentucky is the only state that has taxes on insurance, is about $400 for the weekend. That would carry about a 10% deductible. Now, that program is exclusively online at ncminsurance.com/HPDE. We also offer an annual policy. So if you were just that track junkie that you're on the track every single weekend, we have another program that's available through On Track, and that is for an annual track day policy for unlimited events, unlimited tracks, and it's for you and I believe one additional driver on the policy. And they're very affordable considering the risk that the insurance company takes on. And that's also available at ncminsurance.com.
Very cool. Now, what specifically does this policy cover?
Yeah, a great question. So the individual track day is simply the value of the vehicle. There is no liability that is afforded or extended to the occupant or the driver of the vehicle or whoever you could potentially hit. So it's simply to protect the asset, the vehicle itself.
Got it.
Now, with the annual policy, you can purchase additional liability coverage, and that's only available on an annual program.
Very cool. Now, again, who are the companies that you write this insurance with? What's their history? Do they do a lot of this type of insurance?
Very much so. So for the individual track days, we use Locked In Affinity. Their director of the motorsports program is an avid racer, big BMW guy. He has built that program, and they have a long-standing relationship with various clubs and organizations. They've been in the business for 10 plus years. Very reputable company. On the annual policy, we use a company called Open Track, another reputable company. They're fairly new to the marketplace, but they're being picked up by some huge carriers with like the names of Haggerty or even NCM Insurance. They're a big player in the game and selling a ton of policies.
Let's tell everybody where you're located and how they can reach out to you.
Yeah, great question. So our footprint is the National Corvette Museum. We are right inside the lobby of the museum for the time being. We have a small, humble office for the six of us. I think it's 380 square feet to be exact. So very small space, very intimate. Our team works together extremely well. You can visit us on site at the museum. We're open Monday through Friday. You can always visit our website at ncminsurance.com. You can call us Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 at 877-678-7626.
If someone wants to make a claim on their insurance, Adam, or just maybe has questions, what do they do? Because they don't necessarily have to call the insurance company. Don't they call you guys?
Yeah, and honestly, for a claim, we're going to direct anybody to work directly with the insurance company. If we need to get involved, we absolutely will get involved. But the insurance company, their claims side is amazing. They're so solid at what they do and the service that they provide our customers. We wouldn't have chosen the companies that we work with if they didn't provide quality of service. Now, general questions, anything to do with your policy, reach out to us directly. Do not call the carriers. They are just going to transfer you back to us.
Well, might as well start with the place where you bought the insurance to begin with, right?
That's right. Absolutely. We represent you and we want to work with you.
Very nice. Now, you had alluded to a purchase that you guys made a little earlier, a 72 Suburban. I'm kind of intrigued about that. Tell me the story about that car.
Yeah, so a little background. My son, his name is Owen. He's 11 years old. He's a gearhead just like me. Actually, I would say he's more of a gearhead than I am. He came to me one day, I guess he was about 9 years old, and said, Dad, I want to build a motor. I mean, what 9-year-old says that to their dad? I mean, typically they want to build computers. But he looked at me and said, I want to build a motor. I'm like, dude, let's do it. So we talked to a gentleman at work, Daniel, back in the maintenance and preservation area of the museum. A couple days later, we had a motor in the garage.
Wow.
And we started tearing it down. I was speaking with a good friend of mine, Adam Patali, great customer, Adam's Car Care Products.
Right.
He and I were talking about family and life and just having just a great conversation. And I was telling him the story. He said, Adam, I got the perfect vehicle for you. I'm like, what do you got? He told me, I'm like, done. Let's make it happen. That was back in February. And in April, Sam in my office and I were out in Phoenix, Arizona for an insurance conference. We just took a short flight from Phoenix to Boise, Idaho, met Adam, saw his family, and we were on the road. And we bought the 72 Suburban. It's a 3/4 ton, so it's got these big 8-lug wheels and tires. It's a 3-door, which is really cool. So if you look down the driver's side, it's got the front door, but no rear passenger door.
Huh.
Look down the passenger side, it's got 2 doors. So we have people that walk up to the truck all the time that try to get in on the driver's side rear, and they're like, where's the door? And apparently Chevrolet designed it so kids wouldn't be fumbling into the street when they were parked on the curb. It's just a really neat vehicle. It's ochre, which is that yellowy color with white on top.
Okay.
So it looks like a big school bus. So Sam and I drove it 1,900 miles from Boise, Idaho, back to Bowling Green. We passed through Kansas, by the way. We should have called.
I know you should have stopped by in Kansas City.
Right?
Yeah.
It was an awesome adventure. We actually journaled it. We logged it, we blogged it, and did some video blogging too. And you can read all about it on ncminsurance.com.
Very cool. Well, buddy, thank you so much for taking time to be back on Corvette Today. Congratulations on your new promotion and all the best of luck. It sounds like you guys don't need luck because you're doing a hell of a job there at the NCM Insurance.
Thank you. Steve, we forgot one thing.
What's that?
Z06.
Oh, my gosh.
How much is it going to cost to insure? We're getting blown away with questions on that.
Oh, I bet.
Can I drop some news?
Absolutely.
We got some numbers for you.
Okay.
So this is going off of me buying a Z06. 42-year-old male in Kentucky, married, member of the National Corvette Museum, driving the car 3,000 miles or less, high limits of liability. It's like 250, 500, like most people should carry.
Right.
That's on bodily injury, uninsured, underinsured, 100,000 property damage, $500 for the deductible on combat collision. I threw a ton of numbers at you, but it's very high level coverage. So at the base Z06, which is funny to even say, at the price of $106,395, the agreed value, that car would end up costing on an annual 12-month policy right at $1,600.
Wow.
It's amazing. And then on the fully spec Z06 with the Z07 package, all the carbon goodies, you're looking at what, $158,000, I think it is?
It's $151,730 because I spec'd mine out today, and that's what it came to with all the carbon fiber. You know me, buddy. It's got to have carbon fiber on it.
God bless you. That's just crazy. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But that car to insure, if it was me buying, would be $2,100 for a year.
Wow. That's really, really reasonable.
It really is.
Yeah.
For a year.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Can't wait for the Z06 to come out.
Oh, I can't wait either. It's going to be awesome.
You're going to see them faster than I will, buddy. That's for sure.
They are all over town right now.
That's amazing. I'm envious. I'm so jealous. Buddy, thanks again for being on Corvette Today. It's great to have you back. Congratulations on your promotion and all the best of luck. But it sounds like you guys don't need luck because you're just killing it over there, aren't you?
We are. We're so fortunate. Great team. Owe it to our team and to our customers and the companies that we represent. So thank you, Steve. It's an honor to be here.
Thanks for listening to Corvette Today. And please be sure to tell your family, friends, and other Corvette enthusiasts about the Corvette Today podcast. And thanks to our sponsors, Wheelcraft. Want to dress up your Corvette with bright chrome or black chrome wheels? Visit wheelcraft.com to learn about their advanced PVD chrome finishing. They can refinish your wheels or offer a wheel exchange for most models, and it comes with a 5-year warranty. Visit wheelcraft.com today or call 833-840-5334. American Hydrocarbon at AmericanHydrocarbon.com. True Wealth and Company at RetireWithTrue.com. Also, Aerolarri Wheels. Get $100 off your purchase with the new promo code CT111 at Aerolarri.com. Mid-America Motorworks at MAMotorworks.com. And Hendrick Chevrolet in Kansas City at ChevyUSA.com.
You've been listening to Corvette Today with Steve Garrett. If you'd like to contact Steve with any thoughts on the podcast or ideas for guests on Corvette Today, you can email him at stevegarrettdj@gmail.com. That's stevegarrettdj@gmail.com. Garrett has 2 R's and 2 T's. Or connect with Steve on social media on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram using @SteveGarrettDJ. Thanks again for listening to Corvette Today.